gonna die.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. But what is fortunate is we get to see the match we were talking about previously.
Raisinloaf, Emdy. You know, this is gonna be sick. I think they have played before. Maybe.
I'm gonna look it
Correct.
up.
Yeah, we need Booker stats.
Booker stats.
RID stats.
Gotta start making posts about it.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about moving upset threads to RID, but we were kind of being like black shit, so it's like we don't really want to be like super public about it.
Yeah.
Dude, Mr. is just staring us down.
Oh my god.
Terrifying. Is that an Adaptus Mechanicus? What is that?
It's from a game called Sea of Stars. It's like a little indie RPG.
Okay.
Kind of gives me Octopath Traveler vibes.
I see.
I haven't played it, but I know MD likes that game.
Looks very Warhammer.
It does. Well, from here, like, it's really small. It definitely does.
Stats. Let me see. The Raisin Goat.
Raisinloaf Star GG PFP is so good.
People were saying that MD's a thrower.
What do
I
you
think
mean
that
by
Raisinloaf's going to be able to take this one. It's
think
regional MD.
I mean, it's doable.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping at all. Like, I'm going into this like this is a 50-50.
There was this discussion about Midwest skill level, like the Midwest depth previously, and they're like, oh, why aren't people like taking sets off of like Onin and AK? Because like obviously they're a cut above, and it's kind of frustrating because it's like, well, they do. It's just not at the C-tiered events, you know, like.
Yeah.
It's not like they're unbeatable. Like the people definitely beat them, but it's difficult because it has to be at specific tournaments. And the rest of our players, you know, even looking at like Emdy and Raisinloaf, both of these very talented players that have sets on really good players themselves, and just like consistently get, I think like you say slept on, but just like aren't consistently able to perform because we just don't have enough of those C-tier events. Because like this tournament's not C-tier. It doesn't even matter how well you do at the end of the day. But
yeah, I think Emdy was only worth like 10 points or something right now. Maybe.
With the recent changes, yeah.
Yeah.
At least worth something.
Yeah.
At least. Raisinloaf is 10 MDs. No. But right out of the gate, Emdy just going to be running away with the match. And this is the strength of Ivysaur. This is what more Pokemon trainer players just need to understand. Ivysaur invalidates so many characters in this fucking game.
No, definitely. Like, Ivysaur, like, has just enough range for this matchup to be, like, decent. Like, the issue is, like, Olimar, PT does struggle with a lot of zoners, but Ivysaur's range and just, like, kill power, like, with the up airs we saw there, like a down air at the ledge, it's pretty easy to hit Olimar with. It can definitely, like, make the matchup seem a little better.
But there's just no real reason to change.
Yeah.
Just trying to kill a ledge, maybe.
Yeah.
Even then, Ivysaur's super good at it.
I mean, if you're at like a, well, yeah, like if you switch to Charizard, like you're not gonna be able to out a shield Olimar with like a smash. So I know MD does like going Squirtle in a lot of matchups where other PTs like would just opt to stick to Ivysaur because, unfortunate.
He's just throw his Pikmin off, unfortunately. You're not going anywhere with 3 Pikmin on you.
But I've heard MD say they just like playing Squirtle because of the mobility, and like Squirtle has like a lot of safe grounded moves and is really hard to hit sometimes. So like even though you're lighter, sometimes it is better to just be Squirtle and neutral.
People get really stuck up on the weights though. Right? They're like, oh, I'm in midweight, I have to switch to Ivysaur. And it's like, it's not always the case. So I understand the thought process. A bit more nuance to it. It does look like, by the way, that it is 1-0 MD's favor, and they fought at, I think it's the first Eagle Slayer? Because you guys weren't at the second Eagle Slayer.
I was, but...
I don't think MD was. I don't think Raisinloaf was
that was the first one. It would have said Grace of Apollo.
Oh, you're right. You're right. But 2-1 for MD previously, so not impossible for Raisinloaf. Close 2-1.
Yeah, that's actually in the notes on PG Stats. You know?
Oh yeah, I actually see it here. I see it here. You know, if you go up to your TO and like tell them that, they'll submit it. You know,
yeah,
there's a little checkbox.
The Star GG TO notes. Oh man, these disadvantage states are just not working out for Raisinloaf right now.
Yeah, he just looks a little cold right this second. You know,
Wow.
he hasn't been to a bunch of tournaments too, so might not be the winner's run for him right now. Might need a little bit of time to get up. Oh man, we are going for a ride.
Yeah, like I feel like right now, like he's just kind of getting ran over in neutral, and like Miles is Emdy's taking these advantage states so far.
Yeah, Ivysaur advantage. You know, what can
It
be
was-
said about that hasn't already been said?
It was interesting watching the Raisinloaf just like cut through the Pikmin too. Like,
Yes.
did you see that earlier? I
Yep.
didn't realize that's what would happen.
It doesn't cut through purple, but like very few things do. A little bit of clap back here from Raisinloaf. Double purples on deck here, but it's just not going to be able to use him so far.
Yeah. This would be a good time for Raisinloaf to take control of this game again with all this damage coming out, but...
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, that was good DI. Almost died with it. He's got a really good lineup right now. With getting white. White's gone, but still 2 purples on deck.
Still 2 purples.
I used to not really understand like Olimar, like as a character. He's just like, it's like one of those more difficult, more esoteric characters to play.
Well,
in
it's
the game.
like Smash doesn't really explain things very
No.
well, so like you can't really figure out that well without like labbing him, unless you just like someone tells you or you like learn from a video or something exactly how it works.
I commentated a lot of Candle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That and Sean. Between Candle and Sean, you just like learn a lot. That might be the first time in history that Squirrel Nair is killed.
Yeah, honestly.
On stage too.
Okay, lots of damage. Oh, not as much as I thought, but we'll take
Little bit
it.
of rat.
Against Olimar, 30's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, his eyes when he's grabbing the ledge, they're like
No,
they're like
bug-eyed.
bulging out of his head.
One fair coming through, and again, a very familiar spot. That's terrifying
What
to
the-
be. Yo, what? It didn't grab?
Wait. I
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
I think he held out a little bit
just
too much.
pretend Emdy hit the dare. Like that's what I'm doing.
That was like a Lilat.
Yeah.
Dude, have you been seeing this stuff? People are like, we got to bring back Lilat. And I'm like,
Yes.
you guys don't know.
I've seen people. So at the tournament, the local on Thursday in my region, one of the setups had Yoshi's on the random like random stage select, and people kept getting it and being like, "Hey, like honestly, maybe we should bring this stage back." And I'm just like, "Dude, no." Like, yeah, please have Battlefield, Yoshi's, and Town for me. I
Dude.
love that.
We really want it. Really want it. Give it to us. Those Roy mains will be eaten. Remember how Roy did really well early on? You want that again?
Yeah, but
I know you do. I know you do.
It brings a tear to my eye.
Ooh, fair to back air. Very clean. A lot of damage, too. He's able to get on stage. It's kind of like late to get the setup. But Raisinloaf just not afraid to box right now. And I think this is where you need to be at with Ivysaur. Try to get in his face and box him as much as possible. Because for as much as Ivysaur does have good range, his boxing tools are a bit bad. You just can't land on him though.
Man, these up airs, up air beats Olimar. Like that up air is putting in work.
And we're just gonna be off stage here yet again. It's crazy that fair kills.
I was
like
thinking that last game when Raisinloaf barely lived it. I was like, huh, like going for that as a kill move is weird to me. I don't know why, but
It's very straight. I mean, 11%. I mean, that might be even a little scale too. Oh, so smart.
oh
Figured
my
to go for the
gosh.
extension there, but just went for the straight up B trying to get the damage. Back air into Razor. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
You're guessing. You're playing. You're playing rock paper scissors, and you just do not have scissors.
This is the situation from last set where you can tell when your opponent's playing desperate.
Yep.
Like Raisinloaf is trying to like invent a new way to play neutral to win right now. And I don't know what the answer is. I'm not good enough to tell him.
Biggest thing so far that I'm seeing though is landing. There's just so much trying to land on Emdy. And normally I would say when it comes to Ivysaur that it's safe. You know, you kind of land with like, you know, down airs and things like that. It's not incredibly unsafe to try to land on your opponent, but
Yeah.
Ivysaur invalidates all of that.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
yeah.
Have you seen this hitbox on this thing? Look at this thing. Look how massive this is.
Oh my god.
It's huge. It's like in frame 18 them when you're trying to get that to stage.
Olimar is just so floaty too. Like when you're up there, it's not easy.
Yeah, you just gonna get a lot of distance too with each jump, and you're like, oh man, I'm just a lot higher from the ground that I need to be on. White's no longer on deck. Does have the purple.
Yeah,
Not doing too much. Oh, double. Emdy just doesn't care though. The purple comes up on stage. He has the option to kill, and he's like, I don't care. I'm just gonna kill you instead. See ya.
I saw that in Raisinloaf's last set. They played dry, and I saw the Wario dash attack go through like 3 Pikmin. It's really funny looking.
Oh man, tries to go for the conversion too.
Oh, that's a funny mix-up. If you angle the IVF smash down, you can hit people hanging on ledge, especially Olimar's. His ledge hang is pretty bad, if I recall.
There's that down air coming in clutch. That's been really put into into Olimar's techniques in the past like 6 months, I think. Like 6 to 8 months, they've really started throwing that in their game plan. It's stupidly good. You don't gotta sit here and throw Pikmin off. You just gotta sit here and down air. Oh, you dead? Oh, if I go for it. It's always weird with those conversions too, whether you can get anything off of the down air just because of how much it sends you.
Oh.
Wow. Where did that win come through?
Yeah, no, that was a good up smash. Like,
we weren't ready for it.
okay, signs of life. I mean, honestly, even that game was looking a bit dire, but Raisinloaf clutch.
Clutch loaf, man. He's ready.
I'm ready.
Raisinloaf, yet another one of the long tenured history of food-based names in the Midwest.
There's so many. Honestly, 90% of them actually just piss me off now.
You like welfare pickles?
No, that one is just terrible. Like Raisinloaf, I actually like that one. That one's good, but like, I'm sorry, Biscuit, but it's time to retire.
It's time to retire. You like salad? Don't like yeah, loaf in general. Loaf's a good one.
Loaf is good, yeah. And food-based tags are just very hit or miss. Like Mango, infamously a good tag, but like, it's just some of them are so bad. You really got to pick the right. Like, we have a yams in Springfield. I was like, man, like, do you even eat yams? Like,
you a yams hater?
I mean, I'm not against yams, but I'm against naming yourself after them.
You think number-based names are really the play? I guess you can't really go wrong with it.
Well,
not fair, though. Jesus.
I don't know. I actually think a lot of the number-based one, like 34 was a bad tag.
It was a bad tag.
Like,
Handles so much more raw.
Yeah. I think, like, simple number tags are good, you know, but I'm a little biased, so.
Yeah. Only one of them is Curse. It's got half of the good lineup, but it doesn't matter when you're going to eat a back air. Charizard back air just kills. I was literally talking to Vari last night about it, and I'm like, just use more Charizard back air. That whole move is a character. Between that and Ivysaur up air, you don't need the rest of your kit. Go for a ride.
Yeah. Oh, man. That just puts Olimar in such a bad position.
Yeah, especially when he's having to throw out some Pikmin just to try to put some pressure on you in between.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Dead? Oh, my gosh. He hit the sweet spot, but I'm surprised. Okay.
Oh. Barely missing that, but still gets the ledge trap, so you get another try.
No, this is good Pikmin management from Raisinloaf, making sure by that time that he did get hit, he didn't have any Pikmin on him.
I think that side B, that Razor Leaf up air would have been true if it didn't hit the Pikmin.
It was a little bit of a scary situation for Emdy, but he's got such another stock to work with. Then you can kind of see down air. It's so good.
Yeah.
Wants to get something here. Both purples on deck.
I like that tomahawk. That was smooth.
Yeah, he's just a smart player in general too. Very good at recognizing when those are going to be working.
Okay, hold up though. 2 purples.
We're in the zone.
This is like the Olimar arson. Oh yeah, fair. Another fair kill.
Well, so against Ivy's or against Olimar, you're gonna go straight through one of the Pikmin, bare minimum, right? Go straight through and hit Olimar, and those sort of moves. Any character that's equipped with those moves is gonna be doing really well. And it seems that most of the things that Ivysaur has, even down to the dash attack, which is not a good dash attack, not generally considered a good dash attack, but just go straight through them.
Yeah.